Castellum CTM might be one of the most overlooked defense stocks right now. And the reason for that being is not just because of the company or how well they're improving year over year. It's also about where billions of dollars are flowing. We're talking about $120 billion to potentially a $180 billion shift in defense spending, and CTM is directly tied to it. So the question is the market missing this? Or is the reason for the stock dropping behind something even worse than we could imagine behind the scenes? Hey guys, it's InvestQ here. My name is David Figueroa. If you want real breakdowns on stocks like Castellum CTM, LAES, or SoFi, and other hype upside plays, please hit the like and subscribe button and comment below what it is you would like to see in future videos. Castellum CTM, currently trading at 67 cents on the day, has had a decent bounce back on the level of support that's been almost about a year ago at the 61-cent range. And what we're going to be talking about today with Castellum CTM is, let's actually talk about what is happening behind the scenes. And I got this information from, shout out to the Discord community. Forgive me if I mispronounce the name, buddy, but again, he's one of the most he gives a lot of in-depth analysis, and he's really well informed when it comes to Castellum CTM and the stock market in general. The way you pronounce his name would be, let me see here, M. I know that's not the case, but it's his username is, let me see, his username is MounWP, MounWP, and what he posted in the community was this right here. The post is about the research, development, test, and spending. Research, development, test, and evaluation spending. The growth has been going on throughout the previous year. Throughout the past 5 years, according to the article that he posted right here. And it's projected to grow from around $120 million to $180 billion in the fiscal year of 2027, which is a 65% growth in spending over the past 5 years. And that is pretty significant. And this right here is where the future of defense is going to be built throughout a longer time frame. And why it connects directly to Castellum CTM is Castellum operates, as you do see here, in cybersecurity, electronic warfare, signals intelligence, and data analytics. These are exactly the areas that the research development, I'm sorry, I always say it wrong. The research development, test, and evaluation spending is going to directly be funding. And CTM is operating in the same ecosystem that's getting funded and is going to be experienced as $120 to $180 billion, 65% growth in spending over the past 5 years, which will, from fiscal years 2022 to 2027, they're going to, basically they're in the same ecosystem that's going to be getting these benefits right here. And this is something for CEO that the CEO Glenn has been hinting at before. Even if the overall defense budget fluctuates, RDT&E continues to grow, meaning the areas CTM focuses on are still getting more money over time. And excuse me, that's a huge distinction that most people are going to be missing. Now, I've seen this before with smaller companies where the macro trend itself is building, but the stock hasn't caught up yet. Because again, if we do look at the price action, you see here, we've been dipping like crazy. Now, keep in mind that as volatile as this stock can be for a microcap stock, we can experience very flat price action and then spike up. So there's no reason that potentially in the future, with a few more news articles that are very bullish for Castellum, there's no reason that a few more good quarterlies and some bullish news articles can act as a catalyst to move this thing to the upside. And a lot of people ignore the fact that all the fundamentally good things this company does and all the good things they're going to continue to do in the long run. The only thing about it is they continue to ignore this company because there's not a lot of PR, and the price action, it has been dropping significantly lately, all the way from the dollar range to as low as, it's going to say here, right here, 48 cents a share. Now, I want to know what it is you guys think about Castellum CTM, because do you think that CTM is positioned to benefit from this trend? specifically what we talked about with the 120 to 180 billion dollar spending? Or do you think that it's already priced in? They're not going to get much. They're not going to have much of those benefits trickle down to a microcap stock like Castellum CTM. I want to know what it is you guys think in the comments below. And something even more interesting with Castellum CTM is recently they met with Maxim, and from what I'm hearing, again another article from, let me see right here. I'll find it for you guys. With M, he says right here. He enjoys talking. I'll find it for you guys. No worries. Let's see. Uh, let's see where I can find it. I know he posted this not too long ago. Okay, here we go. He just asked Glenn how the meeting went with Maxim. He said that it was great and that Maxim lined up a full roster of interesting investors for them. So that is even more good news for the company. And again, they're doing things to have other heavier handed investors that can put a bigger amount of capital into the stock. They're communicating with them, and they recently have been doing things to help out with the PR situation for the company. They continue to do things to improve the company, not just fundamentally, but to improve the sentiment of the stock as a whole. And they're not raising money right now, but they're building relationships for when they do. And that tells you that there's lots of interesting things going on behind the scenes. And let's keep this real though. They don't guarantee anything. CTM still needs execution. They need to continue to grow the revenue, which hasn't been a problem. And I do anticipate they're going to keep doing that year over year and quarter over quarter. And they need continued momentum because the macro trends alone don't move the stock unless the company delivers. And they have been delivering. And I am a believer that they are going to keep delivering. From a financial perspective, from revenue growth. And what I would like to see overall is for them to have back-to-back quarterlies that showed them in the net profit, where they're overall profitable. Because we did have the first net profit quarter last year. I think it was Q3, but they were unable to continue that in the Q4 earnings for the fiscal year of 2025. We don't want to just see one profitable quarterly. We want to see 2, 3, 4 back-to-back profitable quarters. And how I see the big picture of the stock overall is I do anticipate that as defense spending is going to continue to be a rapidly growing category, and the company is still in the early growth phases of the company, and those setups can either turn into major opportunities or take longer than expected. And only time will tell to see exactly which one of those two scenarios are going to play out. And if you do want more breakdowns on CTM, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button. And if any more news relating to Castellum CTM comes out, earnings, contracts, insider activity, I'll be covering it. And I'm going to give you the best content that you guys want to see. So InvestQ out. Keep making smart decisions with your portfolio. Please hit the like and subscribe button and comment below. And feel free to check out Prophecy and the InvestQ community. Again, like-minded investors like me and you trying to learn to grow their portfolios and do better with their trading overall. So with that being said, guys, InvestQ out. I'll see you all in the next video.